Hello friends, my name is Ryan. I'm going to tell you a story named Dancing Beyond Limits, the story of Aimee Mullins, which is a very amazing story full of twists. So, let's start. It was a chilly winter evening when I first heard the name Aimee Mullins. The dim glow of a fireplace cast flickering shadows on the walls of an old library where an eccentric old man had begun telling me her story. He leaned forward, his eyes glimmering with excitement, and said, "Ryan, her life is a tale of defiance, determination, and extraordinary courage." Intrigued, I listened, and now, dear friends, I'm here to share it with you. Aimee was born with a condition called fibular hemimelia, a rare disorder where the fibular bones in her legs were missing. Before she could even walk, doctors told her parents that she would never lead a normal life. At just 1 year old, both of her legs were amputated below the knees. Imagine the kind of future one would envision for a child with such a challenge. It seemed like the world had written her story in a language of limitations. But Aimee had something special within her, a spirit that refused to bow. Her parents, heartbroken yet determined, did everything they could to ensure she had a chance to thrive. They encouraged her to face the world head-on. By the time she was 2, Aimee was already wearing prosthetic legs and learning to walk. But walking wasn't enough for her. No, Aimee dreamed of running, not just running but soaring. Fast forward to her teenage years, Aimee's resilience had already begun to shine. In high school, she decided to try something that made everyone raise an eyebrow. Track and field, one teacher asked, puzzled. With prosthetic legs? Others whispered doubts behind her back, but Aimee had grown used to the murmurs. She knew what they were thinking. How could a girl without legs possibly compete in a sport that required running? "You'll see," Aimee said with a smile, her confidence unwavering. I know how they did see. Aimee not only competed but broke records. She became the first amputee to compete in NCAA Division I track and field. The sound of her prosthetics hitting the ground became a melody of defiance, a rhythm of resilience. But Aimee's journey didn't stop there. One day, while attending a sports event, she met a man who would change her life forever. He was a pioneering prosthetist who believed that technology could unlock untapped human potential. "Why limit yourself to simply mimicking human legs?" he asked her. "Why not design something extraordinary?" That question sparked a revolution. Together, they developed prosthetic legs unlike anything the world had seen. These legs weren't just functional, they were a fusion of art and engineering. Some were built for speed, others for elegance. With these new legs, Aimee didn't just walk, she danced. And not just any dance. She graced stages around the world, performing routines that left audiences in awe. People couldn't believe their eyes. Aimee Mullins had transformed what it meant to have a disability. But as life often goes, even heroes face moments of despair. In the middle of her rising fame, Aimee faced a crippling setback. An infection in her residual limbs made it impossible for her to wear her prosthetics for months. She was confined to a wheelchair, and the whispers returned, this time louder and crueler. "Maybe she's done," they said. Maybe this is the end of her story. Aimee, however, had other plans. She used the time to reflect, to dig deep into herself. She realized her worth wasn't defined by her legs or even her achievements. Her spirit, her courage, and her refusal to give up, that was her essence. And so, when she finally healed, she came back stronger than ever. But here comes the twist, my friends. Her comeback wasn't just about running or dancing. Aimee wanted to inspire others to rewrite their narratives. She began giving motivational speeches, sharing her story with people from all walks of life. She spoke about the power of redefining one's identity, of seeing challenges not as barriers but as opportunities. One such speech took place at a university in Europe. The hall was packed, and the air buzzed with anticipation. As Aimee took the stage, she noticed a young woman in the front row, her face pale, her hands trembling. After the event, the woman approached Aimee, tears streaming down her face. "I've spent my whole life hiding because of my disability," she confessed. "But today, you've given me hope." That moment stayed with Aimee. She realized her journey wasn't just her own. It was a torch, lighting the way for countless others. From that day on, she dedicated herself to spreading the message of resilience, courage, and limitless possibilities. Today, Aimee Mullins is not just an athlete, a dancer, or a motivational speaker. She's a symbol of what it means to defy expectations. Her story reminds us that limitations exist only in the mind. With the right attitude, we can dance beyond limits, just like Aimee did. So, my dear friends, if this story moved you, if it inspired you even a little, then I invite you to join us on this journey. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales of courage and resilience. Let's continue to celebrate the human spirit together. Thank you for listening, and until next time, keep believing in the impossible.